Mark Coates calling them to the center of the ring for their final instructions. Both these ladies look ready to get after it at 150 pounds.
And
Araya is not playing.
She came flying across that cage.
Yeah, she did.
Nice body kick by Jealousy. These females tonight are not playing around.
Araya looking to counterpunch, but she's getting lit up. Ooh, nice three-punch combination there. She's grabbing the clothes. I'm surprised the ref's not calling her for that.
Nice takedown by Araya. We have Jealousy. Looks like she's defending in open guard.
Both ladies right in front of us here.
Jealousy looked like she was working on something there for a second.
She's looking to isolate an arm. She needs to get her hips out. She looks like she's just trying to control posture from right here. I don't know that she really has a game plan from her back. Striking is the last thing that you want to do from the bottom position. Anytime you see someone striking from the bottom position, they don't have a game plan underneath of there. The ref wants them both on their feet.
I think that was a good stand-up. Neither one looked like they were progressing in either way. Araya looks like she's having trouble catching her breath a little bit.
Her opponent looking like she just wants to counter strike.
The shots are starting to slow down a little bit.
If Jealousy wants to counter strike, she needs to throw while her opponent's coming in. She doesn't want to let her close that distance in the pocket before she starts to defend herself.
Araya seemed very hesitant to engage. She's talking to her now. A little bit of taunting there from Araya. Taunting's not going to help win the fight. Get a little active.
Oh, nice overhand right. And that's the bell for the end of round number one. Unofficially, who do you think took that one?
Personally, I would probably give that to Jealousy. She seemed to be landing more often, and her shots seemed to affect Araya a little bit more.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to actually go the other way because I think a little bit more damage was done by Araya Williams. Jealousy definitely looked like she was more aggressive, but a lot of her aggressiveness just got her caught with a few shots.
That's what I was going. I could do that. I'm about to start class.
My roommate is like, she's actually about your age, maybe a little bit older.
Pacific Northwest legend Katie Hartwig in there snapping pictures.
Really want.
Katie's an awesome photographer.
Katie, yeah, she's one of the best in the game. Go follow her on Instagram or on Facebook at Fight Chaser. She gets some of the best action photos in the game. Round two.
Araya with a little bit more reserved approach to the start of the second round.
She came out guns blazing in the first round.
Yeah, Jealousy came running across the cage on that second round.
Looks like Jealousy's picking her shots a little bit better. Staying a little bit more patient.
Stay on the outside, a little bit lighter on her feet. She needs to keep her hands up all the way until she throws. She's dropping her hands right before she throws her combination, which is a tell to her opponent that she's about to start a combination. If you watch her hands right before she throws, they'll come down, just like there. I guess it's not going to really matter if you land solid shots like that. The opponent needs to make sure she doesn't turn away. The ref sees her turning away, and he'll stop it.
And we have Araya was pushing forward. Neither one of them seems super intent on starting the engagements, but once they're started, they both look like they're happy to participate in it. But Jealousy definitely seems to be the more active fighter this round.
Yeah, Araya just kind of seems froze at this point. Oh, there's a nice shot.
Yeah, and then she does things like that, and then she's really one punch from being right back in it.
So you'll see her standing back here waiting outside the pocket for her opponent to come in so she can counter strike, but then she doesn't really counter strike that much as her opponent comes in. That was a decent shot, but she needs to get more intent on landing as her opponent comes in if she's going to take the plan or the road of being a counter striker. There's a decent check. Doubles up on the two-piece from Jealousy Quam. Jealousy just a lot more active in this second round. Araya is going to be playing catch-up. If the judges gave her that first round, she's definitely going to end up losing this one and having to play catch-up in the third. Neither woman wanted to engage here to finish off the second.
Yeah, definitely the pace definitely slowed down from the first round, and we can probably attribute that to the adrenaline dump right at the beginning of the fight. You know, they're both very excited. You know, there's a lot of emotions. This is their MMA debuts, so.
Yeah, and all the training in the world doesn't get you ready for the real thing, the feeling of helplessness that happens halfway through that thing when you can't catch your breath.
Yeah.
So it's just something that you just have to come in and experience it. And once you've experienced it a couple times, you realize you're not going to really get any more tired. You're just going to stay that tired. Your breath comes back, second wind kicks in, and you're able to push yourself through it. But definitely for the first time that you experience it, it's a adrenaline roller coaster, to say the least.
Very true. I remember my first fight. I remember I didn't breathe through the first half of the first round because I was, you know, the nerves and the excitement. I just forgot to breathe.
I don't think I took a breath besides during the break in rounds for like my first 5 amateur fights. I didn't even think about it, you know. And then all of a sudden in one of my amateur fights, I hear, "Breathe." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea."
Makes all the difference in the world.
Jealousy looking to close that pocket right away. Araya looking like she's actually going to respond, though, with some counter strikes. 2 good checks right in a row. And she's looking to set up that right hand. The problem is she's telegraphing it.
Oh, they're talking to each other.
Both ladies swinging with the hooks. Araya just disengages again. Jealousy fine to keep her on the outside. One of them needs to close the distance, though, because this could be the round that makes the fight here.
And both these ladies, they are throwing with everything they got. They're both looking to shut out each other's lights.
One of the things that Jealousy could do that help her out with some power in that right hand, if you watch when she throws her right hand, she steps her back leg up off the ground. She needs to plant those feet and bring all that power all the way from her heels all the way to her shoulders and not lift up that back leg. It might be costing her on some of these 2 pieces here.
Inside leg kick for Jealousy.
All right, looking to push forward now. Jealousy with a 1-2 combo, lands up top, but not a lot of steam on it.
I like the body language from Ara this round. She's pressing forward, maybe not being the aggressor, but she's definitely pressing forward. She's not walking backwards as much as she was in the last round. So that's always a good sign. Ooh, nice right by Jealousy.
Stiff jab. Yeah, you see Jealousy's feet come off the ground with all those combinations. She needs to plant her feet, stay sturdy in her stance, and really hammer down that two. Araya charging forward though, got her pressed up against the cage.
Nice
landed some
knees to
solid
the body.
knees to the body. Looking to take her back now. And she just bulldogs her to the ground. Side choke. She could finish it here.
Is that an arm triangle? She looks like she's looking for an arm triangle, Zach.
10 seconds left. Looks like Jealousy's gonna make it out. We're gonna see a judge's scorecard. And Jealousy holds on till the end. So this will be our first fight going to the scorecard. I really don't know which way it's going at this point.
No, that was a well-matched, evenly matched fight.
Give our judges a second to tally up their scores here. This is a close contested fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for both of these lionesses.
I'm calling it now. I think after watching that final round, I think Jealousy probably took it.
We have a split decision
Oh,
for your winner. In the red corner, Jealousy Quam!
I think the judges got it right there. I personally think that she just did a little bit more. She was a little bit more active. I do know that Araya, like I said in that first round, she was just doing a little bit more damage with her shots, but Jealousy was just consistently a little bit more active, and so I'm sure they were looking at her willingness to end the fight and just overall cumulative damage.
Yeah, and I believe it would have been the second round for Jealousy where she really started pulling ahead of Araya.